performer tonight, a little girl with a big heart. She has come all the way from Gumbo Limbo, South Carolina to make her San Francisco debut. She counts lollipops, hungry hippos, and her goldfish Delancey as some of her favorite things. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Will Stay.
Thank you. All the way from Gumbo, South Carolina. Thank you. Happy Halloween, everybody. Thank you for coming out this evening. Yay! Tonight I'm going to read a little children's story for you. Pardon me while I put on my light here. From 1940, from an infamous writer, Robert Wright. And it's called Georgie the Ghost. So everybody gather around, hold tight, and get ready for a little Halloween fun. In a little village in New England, there was a little house which belonged to Mr. and Mrs. Whitaker.
We never make whoopee.
I have diabetes.
Up in the attic of this little house lived a little ghost, and his name was Georgie.
Hey, boo, hey!
Every night at the same time, he gave the loose board on the stairs a little creak, and the parlor doors a little squeak, and then Mr. and Mrs. Whitaker
You never touch me there.
I have carpet burns.
knew it was time to go to bed, and Herman the cat
Hearty mouth.
knew it was time to prowl, and as for Miss Oliver the owl, she knew it was time to wake up and say,
Who the fuck are you?
and so it went with everything as it should be, until Mrs. Whitaker
I've always loved you, Clarice.
took it into her head to hammer a nail
Jesus Christ!
into the loose board on the stairs and to oil the hinges on the parlor door. So the stairs wouldn't creak anymore, and the door wouldn't squeak anymore. And Mr. and Mrs. Whitaker
I have knees.
I have a tilted uterus.
didn't know when it was time to go to bed anymore. And Herman,
Hearty mouth.
he didn't know when it was time to prowl anymore. And Miss Oliver didn't know when it was time to wake up anymore. And Georgie,
Hey, boo, hey!
up in the attic, moped, that was a fine how do you do. Pretty soon, though, Georgie
Hey, boo, hey!
decided to find some other house to haunt. He ran to this house, and he ran to that house, but each house already had a ghost. Only the one and only house in the whole village that didn't have a ghost was Mr. Gloam's.
You're like sugar-free candy!
But that was so awfully gloomy. The big door groaned so, and the big stairway moaned so. And besides, Mr. Gloam's
like sugar-free candy!
himself, such a crotchety old man, he came nearly frightening Georgie
Hey, boo, hey!
half to death. So Georgie
Hey, boo, hey!
ran away to a cow barn, where there lived a harmless cow.
Hey, why you gotta be the cow?
But the cow paid no attention to Georgie.
Hey, boo, hey!
She just chewed her cud all the time, and it wasn't much fun. Meanwhile, a lot went by, and it rained a great deal, and during the winter it snowed to beat the band. And out in the cow barn,
Fuck off.
Georgie was terribly cold and uncomfortable. But with the dampness of the rain and the coldness of the snow, something happened to the board in the Whitaker stairs and the hinges to the Whitaker's parlor door. It was Herman
Hearty
who
mouth.
discovered it and told Miss Oliver. She woke up with a start. Miss Oliver flew right over to the cow barn
Suck my teeth.
to tell Georgie
Hey, boo, hey!
that the door on the stair was loose again, and that the hinges of the parlor door were rusty again. What glad tidings for Georgie!
Hey, boo, hey!
He ran home lickety-split. And so, at the same old time, the stairs creaked again, and the parlor door squeaked again. And Mr. and Mrs. Whitaker
Come on, just the tip.
Sugar balls and candy.
knew when it was time to go to sleep again. And Herman,
Hearty mouth.
he knew when to go prowl again. And as for Miss Oliver, she knew when it was time to wake up again and say,
What's a snipper? This bird.
thank goodness. Happy Halloween, everybody!